I'm not even going to do an intro. I just have to get straight to it. We need to talk about the fact that colorism is a thing, racism is a thing, and colorism between black people is a thing. And no one is talking about it. And then the people who do try to talk about it on social media, on wherever, they're disrespected, harassed, and bullied off of certain platforms for doing so. And I recognize that with my fucking egghead, with my fucking light skin, bitch, I recognize that. So, bitch, any type of joke y'all can say, I know what you're going to say. That being said, this conehead, egghead bitch is going to tell you that, see, light skin privilege is real. So is light skin colorism. And the shit that I hate the most is that light skinned people bully dark skinned people to the point where darker skinned people have more trauma in their lives because of this. I've seen it and I've been the bully bitch. I know. And I had to do the work to undo all of that toxic projectional shit that I did to darker skinned people in my past. And let me tell you, when I did undo that work, when I did do the work to undo that trauma, rather, I then took the tools I learned in undoing the work to defend darker skinned people, black, Hispanic, and otherwise. And because there's so many races at this point that it will be too long of a video. But so I actually remember a friend of mine who has since passed away, and I've only learned she passed away 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe longer, I don't know. But yeah, so I happened to be on one of my old classmates from high school, his Instagram, and I happened to see a picture of my old friend, and I'm like, okay, when I knew her, she was a pre-transition trans woman, and her hair looked completely different because we were in high school, right? She had an afro. She always wore thigh-high boots. I don't remember if there was snakeskin, but that's a whole other video I'm gonna get to later. She wore thigh-high boots, like higher. First of all, she was 6 feet tall. Her boots were taller than mine, than the distance it was from my feet to my knees. And I have long legs, which my legs are half my body, so you can tell that she was no joke. Like, I remember it because me and her name was Ashley. Rest in peace. Ashley Moore. My black sister. Rest in peace. She and I had the same drama class, and I remember our classmates discussing her. And do you know what they said? Everything about Ashley screams, "I want to be a woman." She's just crying out, and I'm looking like, so y'all are talking shit about this woman, but yet y'all are not telling her to her face. And then y'all are going to sit here and set me up with her because y'all think I'm gay? What? Wait. So, but then see, the thing is too, the girl who actually went ahead and took action to try to set me up with Ashley is Mormon, is a white Mormon woman. And when I asked her about, I think it was about homophobia or transphobia. Y'all just think this was totally different time. This was in 2011. I want to say 2011, because when I knew Ashley, she was a sophomore and I was a freshman in high school. Actually, no, she was a sophomore. She was a junior. She was a junior. And I was a sophomore in high school. I always get my fucking years mixed up because this man's so long. But yeah, so she was a junior. I was a here I go again. She was a junior. I was a sophomore in high school, right? And what I did not know that I later learned, actually I recently learned this, is at that time, her whole family uprooted out of state, I think to the south, and Ashley was the only person who stayed behind in New Jersey, in my town. And that was interesting to me. I'm like, okay. And also too, she was very shy, very quiet. And I don't ever actually remember her speaking to me or anyone. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't remember her actually. I don't even remember her and I ever speaking to each other. Just that whenever she was next to me, it just was, so to speak. That it just was, and I didn't question. First of all, back then, I did not even think to say, "Oh wow, you're very shy and quiet. Why is that?" I just let it happen. So I I kind of blame myself for not letting her open up around me, I guess, because then I think had that happened, we would have probably been lifelong friends. But as you can see, she has since passed away. She passed away in April 2020. And let me move my chair. Ooh, I have a tight space in the chair. What we're getting outside, but anyway. So yeah, so then what there I'm trying to remember every story as it comes to me. So somewhere along that line, right? Oh, I just knocked some shit down. Okay. So somewhere along that line of when we were in close proximity, right? I remember I happened to be walking in the hallway to homeroom. And the way my school works, still now of course, is you have 5 minutes to walk from one side of the school to the other side of the school. When that walk is sometimes like a 2 mile fucking workout. Ho, on Jane Fonda's workout, on what is it, Billy Blanks' workout, on Sean T's workout. And my Asian girls, y'all know, on that Billy Ocean workout. Wow. And I was walking one morning, because of course it was 7 o'clock in the morning, which I had no business ever walking at 7 o'clock in the morning to homeroom, but blame the school system for that shit. But yeah, so I was walking to homeroom, and because I had to make a right hand turn to go down the 3 flight of stairs, and up the hallway and up to the other side of the school. This was halfway into my workout, my Billy Blanks Billy Ocean workout across the school. And the minute I went to make the gesture to turn to the right to cross into the stairway, I happened to be stopped by a straight friend of mine. And this person says to me, and I quote, "Oh, like, why does Ashley wear all that makeup? It's too much." And I simply just sat there and stared at this person. I'm like, okay. While you're being transphobic, I'm going to stare at you the way that your colonizers stare at y'all hoes, because, bitch, you're Portuguese. You're enslaved, and Portuguese people have African blood. So I'm not going to even dissect that yet. That's probably a whole other video. But I'm your colonizer in this case. You're my bitch. See, it seems to me that you can't take trans people because in that same vein, you can't take colonization because you then projected that colonization in a different form onto Ashley. And you try to do that same shit to me, and that same second with what you just said But I see, bitch, I play stupid. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to pretend like I'm dumb. And I looked at this bitch like, okay, yeah, girl, it is too much. Yeah, And do you know, Ashley happened to walk by that very second. And this other dark skinned black man happens to be next to me after Ashley walked by. Do you know this dark skinned black man started to berate Ashley? Started to berate her. And I said, okay, you done did that. I have to step in because at this point, bitch, if you fucking disrespect this bitch, if you fucking disrespect Ashley, I'm going to see a fight is going to break out. Like, I felt it. A fight was going to break out. Fists were going to be thrown. I probably would have gotten into the mix. It would have been a whole thing. So then I'm like, bitch, I have to step in. So, bitch, and let me tell you, I went to school on this bitch. I dragged Mr. Man, as my sister would say, Mr. Man. I dragged Mr. Man from C to shining American ass CEO without Francis Scott Key and all his fucking slave, searching a better ass slavery ass theme song into without Robert E. Lee's dumbass into without Benedict Arnold's traitor ass into. And girl, they don't tell you that he tried to nuke a bomb from Bermuda onto American soil. That's why the War of 1812 started. But that's not my business for right now. That's y'all's business for another video. I'm going to tell y'all later. But so with those colonizers out of my way, bitch, out of my orbit, because bitch, I'm not a colonizer, bitch. See, I am a colonizer to these homophobes, these transphobes, bitch, because I'm your bitch. Actually, wait. I'm your bitch in that I'm playing stupid to that I don't tell you that I'm onto your shit. I'm onto your manipulation, I'm onto your gaslight, I'm onto your lies. I'm onto your racism too. I'm onto your racism too. Whether overt or blatant, I'm onto it. So you want to know why? It's like the OJ Soldier bitch. They smile in your face, don't want to take your place. The backstabbers, how? Instead of backstabbers, we need to change that to racist, homophobes, transphobes, misogynists, misandrist, bitch, because that's a thing too. Misandrist privilege is a thing too. Just like misogynist privilege is a thing too. Sexist. It runs the gamut in 2020. It runs the fucking gamut, bitch. And we need to add cancel culture into that mix too, while we're at her. But yeah, so I went to school in this dark skinned black dude. I dragged him from limb to limb for disrespecting Ashley. And Ashley was a dark skinned trans female woman. A dark skinned black trans female woman at that. So, you know the dragging Olympics began, bitch. You know. We are not safe in DON. What town is that? It's from ABC News. I'll click on it later. Director of National, Pierre's Live. Okay. Sorry, I had a notification from YouTube and I think it's on my phone. Well, I'll look at my computer. But yeah, so after that, after, Dragation 1.0, the prototype, my Portuguese friend I told you about earlier who said, oh, Ashley's doing too much for that makeup, he commended me for that, for what I did. And, bitch, if y'all say I'm lying, there are dozens of witnesses, bitch. There are dozens of witnesses. And I felt it in my spirit. Like, the minute I started to defend Ashley, the whole hallway stopped and looked at me. I still remember that feeling now. Like, and that moment has always stuck with me because it is the sole reason why I am now a trans advocate. It is. And that moment has never left me. It hasn't. I remember where I was when I did it. I remember where I was when I spoke to the Portuguese colonizer. I remember where I was when I spoke to the dark skinned black dude, who then proceeded to read Ashley for Phil. I remember everything, point blank, period. And that was 9 years ago. That was in 2011. Before gay marriage was legal in America, before transgender issues were prevalent in America, and people actually talked about that shit. See, I say the shit that y'all are too afraid to say before y'all actually say it. And then because I say y'all want to disrespect me, it's not making a video about you bitches for saying shit. As people I know personally have told me, it is 2020. You need to come on camera and be like, this is who I am. Okay, well then I'm going on camera. Because I am on camera, bitch. Because after 15 minutes and 31 seconds, can't you tell? With my egghead, conehead, light skin hands, and these curvy lips, bitch, you can tell I am saying this is who I am. I'm Donald Simmons. I'm a trans advocate. Okay? I'm a defender of black people, and especially black women. Oh, especially black women. See, that's what y'all don't know. See, black men are guilty of that too, because black men have not defended black women enough. I feel that way. I do feel that way. It's one thing to date and marry a black woman, but it's another thing to defend black women who are not in your immediate circle, who you also do not know or have grown up with. Two different things. Polar opposites. Polar opposites of the spectrum, bitch. Get if you get a paintbrush or a palette, bitch, they're two different things. And let me explain it like this. If you were painting with a paintbrush, and you were painting an easel when you were painting on an easel, or if you were painting a mural, if you were painting like a fucking claymation type of thing, if you were painting using pastels, or whatever the medium in which you do, right? Whatever the medium in which you use. Tell me this. Would a black dark-skinned paintbrush know that a light-skinned person is painting with such a thing? Would the paintbrush even know it was black? Would the paintbrush know the handle is light-skinned or dark-skinned? Would the paintbrush even know that the easel is painted on, that the easel in which it's being painted with, that the easel in which it's being painted towards, is light? Would it? Would it? These are the questions I have when people love to say that I am racist. These are the questions I personally when people love to say that I am somebody's fucking spoiled brat, somebody's fucking whatever, what have you. Your typical Uncle Tom, your typical Pee Wee Herman, who's a damn pedophile, by the way. Oh, and you're not gonna do that because, bitch. See, and girl, let's talk about how a 40-year-old man who I know personally proceeded to call me a Pee Wee Herman. So, bitch, if I'm a pedophile, bitch, really I'm not. It's you. Because I've heard shit about you, how you entertain 20-year-old girls. And you tried to flirt with my friend because you wanted to date my friend, and my friend was like 18 at the time, if not 17, but I don't know. And you proceeded to snatch my phone from me and flirt with my friend's mother. Flirt with her, trying to use that old pickle line. Oh, what's up, Miss America? I'm like, you are so corny. You are controlling, possessive. You hate when people talk about your children, but yet you seem to get so bothered by me. Why? Let's dissect that. Why? How do I make you feel? How does my black existence make you feel? And aren't you dark-skinned yourself, too? Aren't you about 30 years old, 40 years old? You're married, first of all, you've been single all your life. You had a baby by a white woman who you don't like. Who is also someone who also used to date someone that I know personally, but, I'm not going to mention that part because that's irrelevant to the story. So, and you also used to bring your kid to our house, yet he almost bit my mother. How is that kosher? How is that apropos? How is that conducive to me and you's friendship. Right. Okay. So. And I remember. See, the crazy part was too when my mom tried to start a conversation with your kid. Do you know he growled at my mother? My heart almost left my body. I was like, good God, good God, good God, good God. Something told me, I was like, universe, please protect this child because I don't want him turning into his daddy. I don't want him turning into his daddy because if he does, he's fucked for life. He's fucked for life. And okay, bitch, but we gotta do something. Okay. Homie doing big things. My homie from Florida doing big things. Best believe, shout out to him. He is a real one. Um. Also, do you know what my mom told me about you and your child? She said to me, I'm gonna use the pronoun he to refer to you. She said he needs to get his son tested for autism. And my mother said that because his kid does not respond to him when the parent calls for him, that the child only responds to the mother, not the father. And I'm like, oh, what? I didn't even realize that. Oh, that she just put me on that. But y'all have to understand too. My school thought I had a learning disability. My school thought I was autistic. And it was only until my junior year of high school that I knew I was autistic because my guidance counselor from high school told me that, oh girl, by these results, you should not be classified as autistic. He said, oh girl, by these results, you should not be classified. And I looked all types of shocked, all types of YouTube apology story time, all types of Shane Dawson in his fucking Shane Dawson in his fucking garage, outside his garage, in his asphalt ass driveway, if not Shanna's driveway, hell. In all types of Long Beach, Laguna, California, as looking like that scene where he and Shanna were doing that word of the day is blah 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 types of shock in the face as bitch. That's the look I had in my face. I had shock. I had I was like, bitch, am I on Maury, bitch? Is deception indicated? Or am I on marriage boot camp? Because bitch, it seems like I'm on Z, and I'm not from the New Jersey Shore. It seems like to me. That's what that's the reason to me. So I stepped back. But mind you, at the time, right? I didn't think to ask questions. I didn't think to engage further and see, oh, what was it that made you feel that way? Because my guidance counselor told me that the only thing I would have to be classified for is not knowing the larger numbers, but everything else seems to be congruent. So I'm looking like, okay, but mind you, as I got older, I realized it, but at the time I realized that, first of all, younger girl, my old school, when I was in, now bitch, y'all done goops. Y'all done goops. Y'all were led astray. Y'all were hoodwinked. Like that book from the mid 2000s. I love that book, bitch. Hoodwinked, and the movie Hoodwinked. Y'all were hoodwinked. Y'all were 300'd. Like Krista Flanagan. When Ike Barinholtz pushed her, because she was playing Britney Spears. When Ike pushed Britney into that fucking canyon, into that ravine. Oh, bitch, I hollered, but bitch, that was my life at that moment. Ooh, wow. And that was a parody movie. That was a disaster parody. That was back. Remember those disaster parody movies where remember Remember that fucking Drake Bell movie they had that was called Disaster Movie? There was Disaster Movie, there was 300, the parody, not the original. In 2016 from like Beowulf and like the original 300, and I think was it Sparta, Troy, any like ancient Greek film they parody. Scary, oh my god, scary movie. Priceless gem. The Wayans brothers, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. The best franchise, the best comedic franchise of all time. All time. That Michael Jackson scene where Michael Jackson tried to crawl out of that fucking house and Tom was running him around all around had a house. Legendary. The crop circle scene, I still crack up at. It's been 11 years. I saw the movie when I was 13 and crack up every time. Which that crop circle scene had me dying. That crop circle scene was everything, bitch. That crop circle scene was so on point with how people felt about aliens and fucking conspiracy theories and shit back then. Bitch, that gave me all types of. It's the year after Prop 8. Because Prop 8 was so demonic, bitch. That crop circle scene was very Prop 8, but for aliens. Girl, fuck the aliens. Girl, we have to get them out of here. Crop circles. And then as this bitch kept talking, like, they said, 30 minutes later, bitch, this crop circle, this tractor was still going in a circle around the crop circle. And Scary Movie 4, where, was it 4? I think it was 3. Scary Movie 3, when Brenda was in, I think, was it Brenda and Cindy? Were in that church in Virginia, and they were lost in that field, where the church is, and they randomly tried to hide from the killer in the church, and Brenda found that white dude who was curmudgeonly ugly. But first of all, I want her to get there with that other dude across the way that she liked, and I'm like, damn, why do you have to do Brenda like that? Why do you have to do Regina Hall like that? So she's been in 3 Scary Movie movies, got her millions of dollars of checks. Oh, and first of all, in Scary Movie 1, y'all killed Shannon Elizabeth off, and she went so crazy she went to South Africa. Oh, we're not going to dissect Shannon Elizabeth's crazy ass, but it's been 13 years, and I'm like, why did y'all do Brenda like that? Why y'all do my girl like that? And in every fucking Scary Movie, y'all have her be the target that the killer loves so much. Everyone from Saw loves her to Saw one of her dead. Saw one of her 10 wives. Saw went to work with that ass. Saw got his chainsaw. And said, bitch, we got 2 minutes. Because the way I remember is, first of all, the movie opened up with the scene with Saw, where, it was almost like those movies where they have the character that goes underwater, and they actually have the scene with the camera on, like having a shot on the water after they fall in. It's like that, but almost like indoor skydiving in a weird way. But if Saw was pulling the strings and being the puppet who orchestrated your death in the first scene, right? So Saw was on the right hand side, and his fucking crazy demonic ass makeup and shit. With Chucky itself, oh shit, that was funny too. I remember that. So Saw was on his fucking. Wait, who had that fucking tricycle? Was it Saw with the iconic tricycle? I think it is. Saw with his fucking tricycle, like a little ass kid, and which he was a little ass kid. So was Chucky, killing bitches too. Saw was on his fucking tricycle, bitch, and I'm like, how you're in the water? But okay. So Saw was in this fucking contest, this fucking rigged ass contest he started for the movie, and somehow halfway through that fucking movie, we cut to Chucky, knife in hands, killing hoes, and I'm like, okay, Saw is Chucky's cousin, because there's no way you could put Saw and Chucky in one movie, bitch. They might just cannibalize each other, and there might just be no movie. I don't know. But it's make my skin crawl. Some of how fucked up that movie was. But Scary Movie 3 is fucked up. No matter which way you get the game. Because Tom nearly almost got killed. And a Ferris almost got killed several times after that fucking hurricane went through her house. And they fucking had a camera crew at the scene. I was like, oh my god. Y'all have to be kidding me. This is not a parody of Katrina, but girl, somehow we cut to Virginia in a fucking, oh shit, that was where the cops. Wow, it all makes sense now. So the crowd circle was the beginning of the movie. It wasn't until halfway afterward that they were in this fucking mysterious ass field in this fucking micro town, in this what was it called, like a hamlet. It wasn't a village, it wasn't a town, but it was a hamlet. They're in this fucking crop where the crop circle was, but they're in this fucking fields. It's like a mini town. If the town was like one block, that's a hamlet, I think. I don't know how it would be called, like with city jurisdiction and all that, but I think it's called a hamlet. There's hamlet, there's village, there's town, there's unincorporated town, and okay, it's a hamlet. But I'm ready to adjust my chair. Shit. Like Nikki said, my ass, my hands be hurting, girl, because I sat this damn chair too long. But yeah, so then we cut to this crowd, this fucking town, this hamlet, where the crop circle was, and I see all types of a town. I see all types of milk churning, if you know what I'm saying. I see all types of very Puritan-esque type of stuff, right? And it made me think that the people were either Amish or Puritan, so to speak. But I'm like, bitch, we're in Virginia. We're in Virginia. How is that possible? The Amish are in Pennsylvania. The Puritans are in New England. It may be possible that my ancestors were Puritan, bitch, and that's what y'all don't know, because see, if you look into the history of it all, see, my ancestors founded the towns of Haverhill and Amesbury, Massachusetts. And what y'all don't know is I did a freestyle shouting out my ancestors, about my ancestors, and for my ancestors to give me my 10 for. I sure did. And mentioned some of them by name. Sure did. And I know more now than I did when I wrote it 2 weeks ago. Sure do. But yeah, so I don't know where the fuck this video was going, but we've been talking for 33 minutes, and I kind of feel like this video was meant for that, but yeah, so basically, point of this video, really, I wanted to make this whole video about defending black women, especially dark-skinned black women, because that is the most underrated topic in history, besides female representation in Hollywood. That's off jump. That's off jump. Also, the second topic was damn. I guess whatever that was that we talked about secondly, and then the third thing was just great movie to the mid 2000s, I guess. But yeah. So, I really do feel like we have been around the world back, but I guess that's just the video of my videos. And I did my 4th documentary this year. I did, I've done 3 documentaries this year. Actually, I did 3 documentaries in 2 months. Wait. Yeah. I did 3 documentaries in 2.5 months, which is crazy to me, off the jump. But I still don't know how I did it, and just by the way of the universe, I did it, and I'm grateful that I was able to start them at all, if not complete them at all, and complete them when I did it. But even then, too, I had obstacles too, and y'all will see in those upcoming videos. And y'all will know. So I love y'all all the way down. I sacrificed this year, and happy birthday to me.